This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we have details regarding shots fired in the borough of Cunningham. Welcome to a brand new week of FYI here on SSPTV. I'm Ken Kara. Thank you so much for watching. Here's our headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A Hazleton man has been charged in connection with an early morning shooting incident in the borough of Cunningham. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, the incident began with an altercation in the parking lot of Cousin Joe's on Main Street. It ended with shots being fired on Banks Avenue just off of Main Street. State police at Hazleton told the Standard Speaker that multiple shots were fired and that a home on Banks Avenue was hit twice with bullets. 2 adults were sleeping in the home and 2 bullet holes were found inside their bedroom. A bullet also struck a receptacle for retired flags at the Valley Vets, the VFW post on Banks Avenue. State police have charged 25-year-old Dominic M. Lamont of Hazleton with 2 felony counts of aggravated assault and more. He's also charged with discharge of a firearm into an occupied structure and firearms not to be carried without a license. His preliminary hearing was held before District Judge Daniel O'Donnell, and he set bail at $150,000. There were no injuries reported. Flames engulfed a home last night in West Penn Township. This is video courtesy of TamaquaArea.com. Firefighters responded to a working structure fire on Mushdahl Road at the intersection of Route 309 just before 11 p.m. Numerous fire companies responded along with a tanker task force. No word yet on a cause. 2 Barnesville men faced drug charges after a traffic stop in West Hazleton, and a young child was in the car at the time of the incident. Around 1:30 a.m. Sunday, police stopped a vehicle for unlawful lighting equipment. They determined probable cause to search it and found a substantial amount of narcotics and prescription medications. 30-year-old Corey Bezdetseki faces drug charges and 1 count of endangering the welfare of a child. He is locked up on $75,000 bail. 21-year-old Julian David Jackson faces 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia. The 6-year-old child was released to a family member. Klein Township Police tell us that sometime between Saturday morning and Sunday morning, someone entered onto Klein Township Municipal Water Authority property on the Clares Road, damaged light bulbs, and moved some items around. Police say anyone caught on the property will be persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact Klein Township Police at 570-929-2354. Well, last Monday night, SSPTV brought you a live candidates forum entitled Let the People Know. It featured all 4 candidates running for Hazleton Mayor in the upcoming May primary election. Democrats Grace Kuzo and Jack Mundy, and Republicans Jeff Cassat and incumbent Mayor Joe Yanuzzi. You can see this special 90-minute program again in its entirety tonight at 7 p.m. You can also watch the program anytime on our website at ssptv.com or on our Facebook page at facebook.com/FYI News 13. The number of groups who volunteered for this weekend's Great PA cleanup in the greater Hazleton area was impressive, and so was their work. Here's a before and after shot of railroad tracks just off of Broad Street in Hazleton in between Wyoming and Cedar Streets. This was posted by Hazleton Power. We spoke with the youngest Hazleton Power volunteer who helped clean the streets on Saturday.
It was hard work. It was a lot harder than I thought it would be, but it made a difference, so that's what matters.
What would you say to other young people who are out there? How would you try to get them involved?
Honestly, it's your community. You should be proud of it, and if you're not, then you need to do something about it.
The Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce has been coordinating the cleanup for over 30 years, and they say over 100 tons of trash and debris are removed every year. Local businesses also help by donating coupons, supplies, and treats for the volunteers. Over 100 students have gone through Penn State Hazleton's practical nursing program. A new class is forming for this in-demand career. Lisa Sugart has more.
If you're looking to become a practical nurse, we have the perfect information for you. A brand new class is starting in practical nursing at the Penn State Hazleton campus, and here to tell us all about it today is Karen Lightcap. She is the coordinator of the practical nursing program. Karen, I cannot believe that this is already the 6th class that will be beginning this summer at Penn State Hazleton.
It is absolutely amazing. The program has prospered and done so well, and our 6th class of students is coming this July. It's just unbelievable.
And you told me this is a very, I guess, a good program to get into for people of all ages, whether it be someone fresh out of school or someone that is in the working world already, that this schedule fits so perfectly for people. So tell us how the class works.
It is absolutely a good program for the student right out of high school or the working person. It is a part-time program. They go to class Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings from 4:30 to 9:30, so it enables them that they can work and go to school, and their hands-on clinical experience would come every other weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, and it's all done locally in the local nursing homes and the local hospitals. So it's a good fit for the young right out of high school or the working person.
And you told me what you're proud of as well is that the students that have gone through this program and who are in it right now are very involved in the community.
Absolutely. They like to know, let the community know that they're there for them. This class that is currently in the program now, they did 3 fundraisers this past year. They did a fundraiser for Andrew Gorel, they did Toys for Tots, and they did a clothing drive, and we were very proud of them for that.
The 5th class is still in session, and then the 6th one starting in July. And this is an 18-month course, is that correct?
Absolutely. It's 18 months. They go to class 3 nights a week and clinical every other weekend.
And you said, too, that when they come out, they're working, so there's a great demand for practical nurses.
Absolutely. There is great demand for practical nurses. They can work in prisons, they can work in nursing homes, home health, they can work as school nurses, they can work in urgent care, they can work in doctors' offices. There is a great need for them.
All right, the important information for everyone watching right now is what are we looking at deadlines and the start of the next class so they know how to get involved? How do they register or find out if they're eligible?
They can go to our website, and the applications for the program are there on the website. Our last pre-admission test is May 21st, so that would be the last time that they would be eligible to take the test for this year's class, which starts July 21st. And then our next class would be the following July.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Coming up on FYI in Sports, we'll show you how some of our local teams are doing as we check out some local high school sports standings. And when FYI comes right back, we'll tell you about the Bronx Wanderers and their upcoming concert in the Hazleton area. Plus, we'll give away some tickets.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday. Welcome back to Core Fitness. Today we are going to talk about a little bit of gardening safety. It's finally warm out, the sun is shining, and I love this time of year because I love to plant a garden. It was something that my parents always did, something I did when I got married, and it's still something I do today. So I love to encourage doing this with families because it not only gets you outside with a little bit of physical activity, but it gets your kids involved so they can see the chain where their food is coming from. So they're a little bit more inclined to eat a vegetable that they grew from a seed or from a sapling, and they will learn to like their vegetables a little bit more. So it's time to start digging up the garden, and we're going to talk about some safety tips when you're raking your leaves and when you're planting your vegetables or your flowers, also when you're moving your patio furniture. And I know this from experience because I myself cleaned up my garden last weekend, and when I woke up on Monday morning, I couldn't turn my neck to the left. So let me just tell you from firsthand experience, you want to do both sides. I know it's difficult. I'm going to use this to simulate a rake, okay? And so this is my dominant side, and when I was raking, I was pulling this way. And that's a good thing that you're pivoting your hips and you're pulling from your back, okay? But you also want to go to the other side, all right? You don't want to be on one side all the time or you're going to end up like me and you won't be able to turn your neck. You also want to hydrate throughout the day, okay? So be drinking your water or your unsweetened iced tea, whatever you want for your hydration. Stay away from the sugary drinks. And you also want to take frequent breaks and take stretch breaks, okay? So we're going to use the chair here for just to simulate a wall or a beam in your backyard that you can go and stretch. And you're going to want to put your hands on it and arch your back, separating your shoulder blades, and then come to a flat position. You'll repeat that over and over. You can also lift up your foot, cross it over the opposite leg, sit down, and you'll do both sides on all of those stretches. So get out, enjoy the sun, do something healthy for yourself. See you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
When local Little Leagues want to play ball but the field is a little too wet, some of them call Mike Marsicano, and he flies on over and lets his helicopter do the rest. It's pretty impressive. We have the full story on this on the season finale of Out of Left Field coming in June. Will you need a helicopter to dry off your lawn this week? Well, maybe toward the end of the week. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, there's a chance of sprinkles before 7 p.m. Not like Jimmy's that you put on your ice cream. Mostly cloudy with a low around 37. Wind 15 to 18 miles per hour. Tuesday, mostly cloudy with a high near 60. Wind gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 39. Wednesday will be partly sunny with a high near 64. Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 43. On Thursday, there is a 40% chance of showers, high near 61. Thursday night, chance of showers, 30%, mostly cloudy with a low around 42 degrees. On Friday, we have another 40% chance of showers, high near 57. And Friday night looks mostly cloudy with a low around 40. Weather on FYI is brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency with 2 locations to serve you. One location is located in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, and the other is in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683.
Well, it's hard to believe, but it is the season finale for the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. Here to tell us about the final concert in what has been a wonderful season is Amelia Bergeron. She is the president of the organization. Amelia, I know the Bronx Wanderers have been wanting to get here sooner, but Old Man Winter wouldn't give up.
Yes, indeed, but they finally are here. And the Bronx Wanderers, in 10 years, have risen to be the top rock and roll group in the nation. And how they got their start is phenomenal. It is a family production. And the father, Vinny Adinolfi, was encouraged by such musical greats that he should start his own band, which he did. He and his 2 sons, Vinny, the Kid, they call him, and Nikki Sticks formed the group. And just by Nikki's nickname, I'm sure our audience will know immediately what his instrument is, and that's the drums. Well, the 3 of them got together, and they have become the perfect musical storm. Everywhere they go, it's sold out. It knows no generation because you have 20-year-olds as well as 70-year-olds dancing in the aisles, tapping their feet, clapping to the timing of the music. I would encourage everybody, do not miss this show. It is spectacular. They will sing such hit songs as Frankie Valli made famous, Paul Anka, and it's said that they nail it note for note as the original recordings.
Now, this is taking place May 4th, 7:30 p.m. at Hazleton Area High School. Tickets are $30 for adults, and they are $10 for students, but you should get them in advance because there'll probably be a limited number available at the door.
Well, I suspect so. It's very interesting that both of these boys, they're young. They're only like 24 years old and 20. So please come and hear these young people.
Well, this is going to be a wonderful concert. Again, it is the finale for the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. Amelia, thank you for bringing us these wonderful performances all year, and we look forward to seeing what's in store for next year.
And boy, do we have a season set for you.
All right, well, to be continued. She'll be back to tell us much more about what's happening next year. But again, you won't be disappointed.
Once again, thanks, Lisa. Tonight we have a pair of tickets to the Bronx Wanderers concert on Monday, May 4th, courtesy of the Greater Hazelton Concert Series. All you have to do is call now, 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave us your name and phone number. We will draw one lucky winner's name from all the entries. All right, let's see if you're lucky yet again. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 88, pick 3, 925, pick 4, 7795, pick 5, 86741. Sports is next on FYI. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Monday is our sports catch-up day on FYI, and today we have our first look at local high school spring sports standings. But first, odds are Syracuse will not catch the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton Penguins in the Calder Cup playoffs. The Penguins outscored the Crunch 9-1 in games 1 and 2 in Wilkes-Barre Township. The series shifts to Syracuse on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. when the Penguins will go for the sweep in the best-of-5 series. Let's keep talking playoffs. The Penn State Hazelton baseball team is headed to the Penn State University Athletic Conference playoffs, and that's thanks to a sweep in a doubleheader on Sunday. The local Lions are the number 6 seed in the conference playoffs, and they will start postseason play on Wednesday. The Penn State Hazelton softball team will also be in the PSU AC playoffs on Wednesday. Their regular season wrapped up on Sunday with 2 wins, putting them at 13-3 in the PSU AC and 25-12 overall heading into the playoffs. Russ Kanzler started out hot on Friday night for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, going 2 for 4 at the plate, but he cooled off on Saturday and Sunday, going a combined 0 for 8. His season average is now at .317. The Iron Pigs, they snapped a 4-game losing streak on Sunday, and their record is now 5-13. The Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders split a 4-game series with a very good Pawtucket Red Sox team. The Rail Riders are just 3.5 games back in the International League North Division. The Iron Pigs are 7.5 games out. The Hazelton area softball team, they lost the conference game on Saturday to Nanticoke and came back with a non-league win on Sunday. They play again tonight against Berwick, and you can see why that's a big deal as we check out the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I softball standings. Now in baseball, the Cougars are just behind Wyoming Valley West, and Valley West beat the Big HA earlier this season. The two will meet again on May 8th at Wyoming Valley West. MMI, they're looking good in the Wyoming Valley Conference Division III baseball standings. We showed you their win over Wyoming Seminary last week. In boys track and field, the Hazelton boys are right behind Coughlin in the Division I rankings or standings. Hazelton area hosts Crestwood on Tuesday in their final home meet of the season. In the Schuylkill League, Marion is having quite the spring sports season. They are currently in first place in Division III in baseball, softball, and girls and boys track and field. North Schuylkill, they're in second place in Division I baseball, and Tamaqua is second in Division I in softball. Finally, the Hazelton Red Devils football team, they lost their 3rd straight over the weekend. They'll try to get back on track against Port Matilda this Saturday. Okay, I gave you a lot of information, and I'm sorry because your brain is not going to get a break. Here's Ron Marchetti with Trivia Treats.
This is the last Monday of the month, my last day of single life that ended in 1962 at 9 a.m. on April 28th at Holy Rosary Church in Hazelton. Hi, everybody, and happy anniversary to my wife, who I married on a 15-day leave from the service during the Berlin crisis 53 years ago. This is Short Shots. 6 years before the same day I got married, in 1956, the Kansas City A's scored 13 runs after 2 outs in the second inning and crushed the White Sox 15-1 at Municipal Stadium in Kansas City behind a 1-hitter by Art Ditmar. The A's had runners on second and third with 2 out when 13 hitters in a row reached base off Sox shorter Sandy Consuegra, Bill Fisher, and Harry Bird. But despite that win, the Athletics finished that 1956 season with a record of 52-102. Mother of God. Exactly 1 year before that, to the day, which will be 60 years ago tomorrow, the Brooklyn Dodgers lost 11-10 to the New York Giants on a bitterly cold day at Evans Field in a contest in which 11 runs were scored in the 10th inning. Giants shortstop Alvin Dark's 2-run homer tied the score 5-5 in the 9th. The Giants added 6 runs in the 10th, and the Dodgers collected 5 in a last-ditch rally that fell 1 run short. Giants manager Leo DeRocher used 23 players in that game. Now let's involve you. Trivia question. What is the only franchise in the 4 major North American team sports to win 8 championships in succession? Now that answer is quite easy. Of course, the Boston Celtics won their 8th consecutive NBA title and 9th in 10 years with the 95-93 Game 7 win over the LA Lakers at the Boston Garden on my wedding anniversary 49 years ago. Tomorrow, Red Auerbach, who coached the team to all 9 titles, had earlier announced his retirement, effective at the end of that season. Center Bill Russell led the way with 25 points and 32 rebounds. Auerbach remained in the Celtics front office for the next 40 years as general manager, 1966 through 84, and president and vice chairman, 1984 until his death in 2006 at age 89. Russell succeeded Auerbach as coach, and after failing to win a 9th straight championship in 1967, he guided the Celtics to the title in both 1968 and 1969 as a player coach. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, St. Michael's Recreation Center in Freeland will be holding an indoor community yard sale Saturday, May 9th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Multiple vendors will be in attendance with a variety of new and old items and crafts. Great food also available throughout the day, rain or shine, with plenty of parking. Our next announcement, the Shenandoah Area Free Public Library has launched its fund drive. Donations can be sent to the library, and for more information, just give them a call, 570-462-9829. And finally, CVCO poll membership applications are now available online for anyone wishing to join for the 2015 season. The poll is open daily from noon to 8 p.m., weather permitting. Check out cvco.info for additional information. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Marie D'Amico of Mahanoy City. Funeral is Friday at 12:30 p.m. from the David D. Jarrett Funeral Home. Friends may call Friday beginning at 11:30. Harold Jr. Garcia Valdez of Hazleton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Joseph E. Duxta of Hazleton. Arrangements are being held at the convenience of the family and under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Francis J. Slattery of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Annunciation Parish at St. Gabriel's Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Turnbach Funeral Home. Donald J. Kulig of Clark Summit. Mass is Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. in Our Lady of Snows Church. Friends may call Monday from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Lawrence E. Young Funeral Home. And Bert Pelt of McAdoo. All arrangements are private and at the convenience of the family. The Turnbach Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Robert Lowry of Hazleton. Robert, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Seems like Ron Marchetti has 2 anniversaries every year. Maybe it's just because he's so vocal about it, and that's awesome. Only hope to make it that long. And on that note, I have to go do laundry. See you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.